What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the AFC South Roundtable. I'm your host, Tony Dow with Roundtable Sports. Today, we will be going over a first-round mock draft for the AFC South, all right? We have the Tennessee Titans, the Indianapolis Colts, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Houston Texans all will be on the clock. Who will they select? How will it shake out? We shall find out right here on AFC South Roundtable. But before we get started, we do want you to know that this stream is being powered by BetUS. Take advantage of a 150% sign-up bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000 using code YouTube150. If you're looking for a sports book, BetUS is where you want to be. All right. It's not just a sports book, but it also has the live betting, casino, race book, and so much more, including BetUS TV. All right. For those who don't mind gambling, enjoy it. Take advantage of that 150% sign-up bonus. And don't forget to check out the casino. Has blackjack and all those games as well. All right. Now, for those who don't want to gamble, they also have the free games. So whenever you click on a game, some games will be play for fun or play for real. All right. For those who don't gamble, you can also play for fun and enjoy. All right. Don't forget to gamble responsibly. Supporting our sponsors is supporting the channel. Don't forget, use code YouTube150 to take advantage of that 150% sign-up bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000. All right. Thank you. Take advantage of BetUS. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to start the mock draft. What we're going to use, as I pull it up, is the PFF mock draft simulator, okay? We're going to place it on the screen now so that we can all take a look at it. And let's have some fun, man. Let's see what ends up turning out. We know that on draft day, you don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen on draft day. But you know what? Let's enjoy ourselves, all right? All right, starting out, we're going to select the Tennessee Titans, the Jacksonville Jaguars, Indianapolis Colts, and the Houston Texans. We're going to do the first round. We're going to slow it down a little bit, and we're going to go with the middle settings for all of these, okay? We're going to take what PFF believes and the public believes, and we're going to take the care for position value right in the middle, and also draft needs right in the middle, and randomness, we're going to go right in the middle. All right. So you never know what's going to happen. So Tennessee has the first overall pick. This one should be interesting. We're going to enter the draft, and the Tennessee Titans are now on the clock. What do they do with the first overall pick? Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. This one's scary. Y'all been hearing these rumors like I have? The Tennessee Titans are considering, at least that's what's going on out here. They're considering actually trading away this pick. That's been floating around. Now, I don't know how true it is, but it has been floating around that they are considering trading that number one overall pick. Listen, in my personal opinion, that would be insane. Okay? You already missed on Malik Willis. Not Malik Willis. What's his name? Malik Washington or something? And you already missed on Will Levis. Yes, Malik Willis. Well, I got to go look it up. I don't even remember his name. He with Green Bay now. And you already missed on Will Levis. At least I hope we all think we missed on Will Levis. If there's more there, let me know. But you got to find your franchise quarterback. But I'm hearing a lot about Abdul Carter. I'm hearing a lot of rumblings about Abdul Carter. Man, y'all got to let me know in the chat. It doesn't matter if you're a Titans fan, a Jags fan, Colt fan, Texans fan. Put it in the chat. What should the Titans do with this pick? Because somebody made a good point to me, and they told me, well, I understand that they need a quarterback, but they don't know how to draft them. They don't know how to pick them. So I said, man, you might be right, but how can you pass up on Cam or Shedeur? They don't know how to draft them. So is it safer for the Titans to go with Abdul Carter? Y'all got to let me know in the chat. You have to let me know, what do you think is going to end up happening here with this first overall pick with the Tennessee Titans? Now, I'm going to go with what I think that they're going to do. It's pretty evident to me. And if they don't do this, it would blow my mind. But even in this mock draft, I want y'all to look at something real quick. Look at the different trade teams. The Giants want to trade up. The Cardinals want to trade up. And the Bills want to trade up in these scenarios. See, the Giants make sense. They might be trying to get a top quarterback. But why would Arizona want to trade up? Are they trying to move on from Kyler Murray? And why would Buffalo want to move up? Like, are they trying to get Abdul Carter? Maybe that could happen. But if the Tennessee Titans are smart and they're seeing it and they're seeing the board this way, if they want a quarterback, they have to select him. If they want Abdul Carter, they got to trade that pick because I think he'll be there at number 3. I think he'll be there at number 3. The only team you got to take a chance with are the Browns, who might draft Abdul Carter with the Myles Garrett situation. So that's a gamble. It's a gamble for the Titans, but you also, with the Giants, may be able to get a nice haul back. You might be able to get a nice haul back with the Giants. I mean, the Giants would have to give up a lot to make it happen. And let me see here. Yeah, the Giants would be giving up 2 first-round picks and a late second rounder and a third, 2/3 really. I mean, they're giving up a lot. And that might be worth it. I don't know. Take that chance. If you know you're getting a quarterback, then you got to take him. But if you know you want to target Abdul Carter, you might want to trade that with the Giants. But listen, the reality is I cannot see a world where the Tennessee Titans really skip out on their franchise quarterback. So I believe the Tennessee Titans will be drafting Cam Ward with the number 1 overall pick in the draft, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, they will be getting their franchise quarterback, and you can bet on this pick, okay? You can bet on this pick. This guy is as good as it gets. A lot of people say they don't like the nonchalantness, but hey, it's time for him to be challenged at the next level. I believe Cam Ward has the makings of an early version of Deshaun Watson. Get the current version out your head. But the early version of Deshaun Watson, I believe Cam Ward has that ability. We shall see, but the Tennessee Titans get their quarterback. The Browns select Mason Graham with Abdul on the board. And let me see, McMillan goes to the Giants and Will Campbell to the Patriots, and the Jags are now on the board. Okay, the Jacksonville Jaguars are on the board. Now, the problem with the Jags, I had them going after Mason Graham, but he went number 2 overall. So that's going to be tough. And the reality is you do need some help on the defensive side of the football. That would have been a nice pickup for the Jaguars, but he is gone off the board. So which direction do you go? I don't think it's smart to draft a center at this point right here, nor a cornerback in the draft. And now at the guard position, unless you're going to go Travis Hunter, that's the only way you're going for a cornerback here. So, and a lot of people like Jahdae Barron as well. Oh, man, and I'm going to be honest with you. Based off of the board, if they don't want Travis Hunter, first of all, they got to go Travis Hunter here. Okay, positional need. That's as good as it comes, and you can bring in another weapon for Trevor that you can give reps on the offense. But say they don't want to go that route. There's only one other option. Now, don't get me wrong. Abdul Carter, a generational talent, is not a team need. You draft him anyway. I'm actually shocked that he's on the board at 5. But if that's not the direction you want to go and you want to actually address a specific need, that's when you got to trade down. And there are 3 teams that want to trade down with you. Ooh, the Miami Dolphins, up the Colts. And you know y'all not doing business with the Colts. You are not going to give them something that can come back to bite you all for the next 10 years. So the Colts can forget about it. And the Minnesota Vikings at 24, that's too far. You still want a high-quality player. So the player you're probably going to want to get, trade the team is Miami Dolphins. 13 is where you probably want to go get your interior defensive lineman or your guard. That's if you don't want to go Jahdae Barron or Travis Hunter. And the Dolphins, that's a shocker for them to move up to 5. If they're moving up to 5, that means they're going after Shadur Sanders, and Tua's days might be numbered unless they are trying to go after Abdul Carter themselves. So this is interesting right here, but I'm going to take the safe approach, and I'm going to draft Travis Hunter for the Jacksonville Jaguars. The defense gets better, and Trevor Lawrence gets another weapon that can come in on some reps and help the team out offensively. Travis Hunter to the Jags, all right? Next up, Shadur goes to the Raiders. Jahdae Barron is off the board. Then you have it's moving pretty fast. Then you have Tyler Warren, Luther Burden, Abdul Carter goes to the Bears. James Pierce Jr. to the 49ers. Malachi Starks to the Cowboys. They get a safety. Ashton Gentry, another running back from Miami at 13. And then the Colts are on the board. The Colts are on the board, and Tyler Warren is already gone. For the Colts, I had them drafting Tyler Warren at 14. Man, this draft right here is pretty tough. I had them taking Tyler Warren, but that's no good now for them. But here's the thing with the Colts. They have options. What I like for the Colts right here is Will Johnson if they want to go ahead and address the cornerback need for the DBs. All right. But you also have Mike Green on the board, and tight ends. I would pass on that area because you can move down and get a really nice quality tight end in the second round. Well, Colston right here, average draft is in the first, but I would actually go Will Johnson here. Okay. Will Johnson, very versatile, skillful. Now I know a lot of people, they wanted a tight end. That's why I did have Tyler Warren for Anthony Richardson, another weapon, another guy who can make plays to help the offense and the young fella out. And the only team that wants to trade is the Washington Commanders at 29, and that's down. That's pretty down. And I don't think that the Colts are a team that needs to be moving down to take a player late in the first. So I'm going to go ahead and make the smart move here, the value pick here, and the pick that actually gets to start day one and make a contribution to the team day one. We're going to go Will Johnson right here. All right. Cornerback out of Michigan. The Indianapolis Colts get their guy. Now we have to wait some time because the Houston Texans had a good season, went to the playoffs, even won a playoff game, and they end up getting the 25th draft pick overall. All right. Now, this one here is kind of a no-brainer. It's kind of a match right at the top of the board for me. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I had the Houston Texans drafting Luther Burden, with the wide receiver out of Missouri. Now, it looks like Luther Burden, is he gone or did he fall? Luther Burden went 9th overall. I missed that one. Oh, man, nobody in the division is getting the player that I feel they should have targeted. But that's all right. Emeka is on the board. He is right here, smack dab in your face. The Houston Texans got wide receiver problems. I don't know if they're going to bring Diggs back off of that injury. Tank Dell, massive injury. All they got is Nico Collins. Other teams got 2 or 3 and great receivers. The Houston Texans can't afford to fall behind. So they're going to have to tag Emeka right here from Ohio State and take another quality high-end wide receiver. Now, I know some people say, man, we got to fix this O-line. Well, let me tell you something. If the Texans don't attack the O-line in free agency, then you hit it in the draft. But I think they're going to do it in free agency. Here's why. The team right now is at a place where you can't afford to be drafting certain players and developing them. The O-line, you need, I mean, this is an arms race. You need to make sure that you get some veterans that hit the market, that you already know what you're getting, not a guy who you hope they work out. So the Texans need to go in free agency and find a center and a guard, and then in the draft, get the best receiver available, because the receiver is going to cost more long-term. The center and the guard isn't going to cost as much as the receiver is going to cost long-term. If you draft a receiver in the first round and he balls out, you got 5 years before you got to pay him 30 plus million, 35, chase to 140. You got 5 years before you got to deal with that. But in free agency right now for the center or guard, you can go ahead and pay the premium. It's not nearly the wide receiver money, but you don't want to go get Ayuk or somebody making massive money and hurt your cap that way. The money Ayuk's going to cost you in a trade or something like that, because it ain't going to be any really good free agent receivers. But the trade available guys, they're going to cost too much. So you need to save money at the wide receiver position so you get that receiver in the draft. And in free agency, you need to find your center and guard. And if you fail in free agency, then you change your strategy. So for right now, we're going to go Emeka Egbuka, Ohio State wide receiver. This kid is special. I think he's going to be a top 10 receiver at some point in the league. You know, and not his whole career, but, you know, just moments where he's in that top 10. He proved it in college. Let's just call it what it is. He proved his value in college. Just a good talent. And I'm going to be honest with you, you can't have enough weapons in the NFL. This is a good one right here for the Houston Texans. So they draft Emeka, all right? And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The first round for the AFC South. Let's take a look at the grades of each team with the 1-round mock. As it's loading right now, let me know in the chat, what do you think about these picks? Which direction would you have went with these picks? What did we get right? What did we get wrong? Let me know what you think in the chat, all right? Let's see here. I wonder, do they have the grades? The results, that play isn't in our playbook just yet. Oh, usually they have the results for 1 round, but I guess not. I guess they don't have the grades. So, let's see. Yeah, so hey, it is what it is, but here's what I'll tell you, man. Cam Ward for Tennessee, I just feel like you can't go wrong. Travis Hunter with the Jags. You got insurance. Either, and you know the beautiful thing about Travis Hunter? Let's say all of a sudden we're like, man, he's not as good as we thought he would be in the NFL at corner. He could go to receiver anytime. Man, he's not as good as we thought he would be in the NFL at receiver. He can go to corner at any time. He plays both at a high level. You know you're going to hit on one position, even if the other one it doesn't work out. And if you hit on both, man, you got you a weapon, all right? And then you move up to the Colts, Will Johnson, nice corner. You get the second best in the draft. Some argue that, but I believe he is. And then last but not least, the Houston Texans, you got to still gear up on those weapons, but the caveat is only if you address the O-line in free agency. If you don't address the O-line in free agency, you cannot afford to neglect protecting CJ Stroud like that. This is solely based off of you protecting him via free agency. Because if you don't, scratch it all, go after the best O-lineman you can get. A matter of fact, trade down about 5 to 7 picks, pick a O-lineman. You probably picked up an additional second by doing that and get another one. Okay. All right. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget this stream was being powered by BetUS. Take advantage of a 150% sign-up bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000 using code YouTube150. If you're looking for a sports book, BetUS is where you want to be. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know what you think about that mock. I hope you all enjoyed it. We'll do more of them every single week as we move forward through the offseason. Love you all. Peace. We are out.